Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy Jeremy Alexander Newsome with reallifetrading.com. Hope you're doing magical. It is Friday, option expiration Friday, in fact. Now keep in mind the market's subject to change due to volatility. It's still open right now, but you'll be receiving this after the market is closed. Don't really have that many options expiring today. In fact, I only have one. It's a covered call on Apple. Look at that in a moment. But SPY, just hanging out right now. Long-term moving averages, right? The 100 is trying to prop it up. Here's your exponential moving averages. The 10 is trying to prop it up. Same thing with the Qs, right? So really, it's kind of a non-event the last 4 days on the Qs. But the IWM is, in fact, making new all-time highs. This is a big deal because you are getting a really nice breakout, gorgeous higher lows, relative high. So if this thing retests and dips, I mean, the trend is bullish, right? So continue to be bullish. IWM making new all-time highs should realistically and totally wipe out anyone saying that we're in a bear market, because we're not. Anyone who's saying that we're in a bear market, ladies and gentlemen, you should unsubscribe for them and just stop listening to them because they are dead wrong. Stop picking the tops. Stop worrying about when the market's going to crash. Stop being a perma bear. If you need help watching a video, stop being a perma bear. There's a video that I made about a year ago. And I think you guys will like that one a lot. So that's really the December 14th, 2017. So the interesting part is if you actually go to this video, I do mention that we do need to pull back relatively soon. It's kind of the ironic part. And obviously you know that we got that in February. So anyway, just feel free to watch that video. Just stop being a perma bear. Buy the dip. Trend is nice. Trend is bullish. Be bullish. Let's go look at some stocks that were requested. Here's CFFN. And I got this one as requested. This is Capital Federal Financing. And here's the weekly chart on Capital Federal Financing. So the weekly chart, you'll notice it's kind of breaking through a pretty decent resistance. This $13 price has really been strong for a while. So we're just kind of chopping around through here. So it looks and appears like we're trying to recover that price pretty nicely. The daily chart, we're above that. So realistically, we're working on some higher lows. This is the daily time frame, so you made some higher lows. Volume came in nicely. So yeah, if we can rotate down into here and buy the dip, that would be pretty A-okay on CFFN. Next on the list is PETS, P-E-T-S. And PETS, there's a lot of traders that have some put sales on this one. We've sold many puts on PET Med Express for a while. I actually like PET Med Express down here. I really like these three candles. Got a big lower shadow here, nice little high wave candle here. These three candles look pretty bullish to me if we can break above the high of those candles. And the other really interesting part is your long-term moving average, the 100 on a weekly, really is propping this thing up. And we're at a level of which we've traded to before and bounced. So my buddy Stephen King has a 35 June put sale. I almost got into a $30 June put sale. And just didn't. I don't know. I think I was traveling at that time. Didn't get to that put sale. It's a really nice level, but that's okay. But anyway, PET Med Express. Yeah, keep an eye on that to possibly dip buy. Symantec, SYMC. Had a lot of people talk about this one not too long ago. What's interesting about Symantec is you'll notice I mentioned there was a target on here at 1936, and that's because that was the 200 on a weekly. Symantec got absolutely wrecked the other day when it gapped down massively, like 45%, going from $29 to $19. Folks, that's too big for a dividend-paying relative blue chip stock. So whatever's happening down here is actually quite comical. You had a really good bullish gap the other day, and you have a small pennant pattern, almost an infinitesimally, ridiculously small doji today. So this is a pennant pattern. So if this thing does break down, look to buy that dip. Bottom line, Symantec, be bullish. This is a dip buying opportunity. This stock is not going to get slammed 45% and stay down there too long. It's a dividend paying, more or less a blue chip stock. Dividends are around the corner. This is the lowest that it's been in years. Well, I say years. I mean, yeah, 2 years, August 2016. So people are saying, wow, I can get it as cheap as it was all the way back then and get dividends right around the corner. So that's my thought. Feel free to keep an eye on that one to pop bullish. It just makes sense. GE, also known as General Electric, here is the weekly chart. And it's just recovering a little bit. So GE has been on a water slide of epic proportions for the last few months, really all of the last year. And Warren Buffett got out of this thing. You know, it's trading down to some support. I was really wanting GE to come down into the single digits, like 9 or 8, before it would be a little bit more appealing to buy. It's going to hang out here for a while. If you want to go, into some longer term positions on GE, I get it. You know, it is a dividend paying stock. The yield down here is pretty good. But what's not good is the trend, right? That's the thing. If you go to a monthly time frame and just look at the line chart, here's the monthly chart on GE. So if you have a really long time frame, I mean, it was at this price back in 1996. So I was 8 years old back then. Wish I had bought GE back in 1996. But yeah, I mean, at this level, it is not a very, very pretty trend. So if you have 10, 20 years of an outlook on GE, yeah, this one could be purchased at these levels, right? You're welcome to just slowly tiptoe in, but this would be a longer term play or a very short term. So here's the hourly chart. And if we're looking at the hourly, I can kind of zoom in a little bit. And you can trade the hourly on just about any stock and make a little bit of a gain on it. So hourly time frame, I had a really nice retest gap right here. We retested. There's your previous old resistance, new support. Kind of got that descending channel. And then it started making higher lows with a very nice hammer candle. And right about here is probably where you'd gotten in bullish on an hourly chart on GE. But the daily, you're kind of breaking through some of the shorter term moving averages. Here's your exponential moving averages. Pretty big resistance approaching though here at about 15 bucks. So yeah, I mean, if we can break above the resistance we're at now, shorter term, very short term, you could snag a little bit of a gain, but that 100 is going to be a brick wall. That's the resistance that we're at. So yeah, if we can break above it, nice little quick pop, or a very, very long-term approach on GE. T-Mobile is also at a really big support. So you're going to have to go up to the weekly chart to see this one, but it is oh so obvious. And that's pretty much it. So T-Mobile, I don't play telecom companies. I don't like cell phone companies. I've never found a cell phone company that I actually do like. So I'm not going to personally play this one, but it's at a good support. It'd be a longer term play because the last time it took it from October to January. So the best of 3 months for it to bounce off that support. So if you're looking at playing that again, that's kind of your time frame. Nice little pennant, buy low, sell high. Hertz, is interesting that this one was requested. We're in a bearish day trade on Hertz right now, and I'll look at that in just a second. But this was a really good bearish cap action just the other day. So there were a lot of people buying at support here on Hertz, which I commend, right? I mean, it absolutely could have bounced, but it didn't. And the interesting thing to keep in mind with that is you had a big bearish gap, strong gap and go. It traded down to a support, and I was just simply mentioning if you were looking at going bullish here, which is fine, I get it. Wait for a close above one of these bearish candles, specifically this one. So the high of this candle was 1811, and you can see we did not close above that. We got close, but it didn't quite get there. So that would have been the reason you want to close above this candle is just really to show that the bulls are going to take over. And that's another reason why I'm getting in bearish on Hertz, is because I know that there's some traders out there who probably tried to buy off of this support, which I can commend. But if they're getting trapped, I'm going to short because they're probably going to sell, and I'm going to make some money on the downside for a day trade. So let me go into this 5-minute chart. I only took 2 day trades today, Boeing and Hertz. But here's the play, and it was a relatively easy play. Big bullish candle, huge volume, and a bearish trend. Once we broke lower, I just shorted that support and hoped it worked. And so far, it's looking okay. So it did take out the low. I'm going to try to hold this thing to 2R. I don't know if we're going to get there, but 2R is down about here somewhere. So I'll probably, hopefully, make a little bit of a gain on this day trade. I made 1R on Boeing earlier today. So anyway, that's Hertz. And as far as the day, what we do now from here, we go back to the daily chart. I mean, granted, there's a little bit of a support from this hammer, but we probably trade down into eventually this 1388 level, and then maybe even all the way back down to 9. So I'm really not sure. I'm not playing Hertz bullish personally, but we'll see what transpires from here. TiVo, ticker symbol TIVO, TiVo Corporation. I'm actually kind of shocked that they're still around. here's the weekly chart, and the weekly chart on TiVo is at a support. So if we really zoom out here, here's the support and pretty decent level. I mean, we've been down here numerous times at 915. That's the kind of the rock solid support. And then where we've been at, where we are right now, we've been here once or twice as well. So if you're zooming into the weekly, you got a pretty nice hammer candle on a weekly chart. Here's the daily chart. And you got a really nice hammer candle on the daily chart, 2 inside day candles, and that was honestly a fantastic buying opportunity with a break above that hammer, right? You had that 2 small day rest, entries at $13.95, stop at $12.15. So if you're in TiVo, buy low, sell high. Look forward to hopefully continue a little bit higher. I do want to give a shout out to a trader really quick. He's a good buddy of mine named Robert Falco. If any one of you has a Twitch account, which is a kind of like an online video streaming platform, you can look him up under Falconium, and he pretty much just trades and chats with other people. So if you don't know what a Twitch account is, don't worry about it. I talked a lot about it during Kids Month. If you do know what the Twitch account is, if you're a younger trader watching this and you have a Twitch, you're welcome to reach out to him. He's just a good buddy of mine. Love the dude. He trades with me every single day, and he's just helping us all enrich lives together. So, Mr. Falco, just shout outs to you in general, bud. Thanks for being awesome. And I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up for me. Yep, that is done for the day. Next stock review will be on Monday, and I got some burpees for you. So a nice long segment of that. Enjoy, and keep an eye out for a webinar next week. It's called How to Optimize Your Health Insurance Coverage. So I'm going to be interviewing and asking a health insurance professional. I've had a lot of questions about health insurance recently, some of the changes, some of the impacts, and as a self-employed trader, full-time trader, working on your own, it's good to know what kind of options you have. So let's kind of discuss and chat about that next Tuesday. So it's upcoming Tuesday. You'll be getting that links momentarily. Otherwise, thanks so much for being a real-life trader. I hope you've been enjoying the IPO articles that we've been posting. We've had a lot of really good feedback on that one. There's another one up there right now. And yep, Nashville retreat. I think there's only about 2 or 3 spots left. And it's almost already sold out. So if you want to hop on, get in there, sign up, join. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're amazing. Burpee time. It's here. Hey boys and girls, I'm back with your Friday burpee challenge. I just got done on a coaching session with 2 lovely trading sisters and snagged a little bit of a gain on Boeing, so that was pretty nice. We'll be updating you on the actual stock review that you just watched of what's going on, but that hasn't happened yet, so this is in the past, but it's in the future for you. So right now it's about 11:05 Eastern. I have the morning day trading room that I'm going to hop on at 12 Eastern from 12 to 2. Just some really quick updates that I made in the webinar as well. In the video, we're going to have an exceptionally exciting webinar on Tuesday called How to Optimize Your Health Insurance Coverage. It's going to be really exciting with a health insurance professional who is also a dear friend of mine and a real-life trader. He loves trading the markets. So anyway, today is Friday. It is the 18th of May. And we got ourselves 90 burpees. Let me get my shorts nice and tight. 90 burpees, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it's going to start getting difficult. I'm going to talk about a little bit today while we're doing the workout to make sure your breathing is right and make sure you have the right, just the right flow. Okay? So get ready for some intense burpees. Get ready for some motivational chat. Get ready to hear me out of breath because this talking and exercising thing is a whole different level. Man, this puts me in a place I've never been before. So that's another reason I'm doing this challenge is I have just never ever done anything like this before as far as doing the challenge and then doing it in front of people. So this is new to me. It's a new experience. Always got to grow. All right. So let's work on knocking out 15 to start with. Get a little bit of a stretch. 5, a little bit of a stretch, and then we will saw off the other 70, okay? All right, here we go. Nice little quick 15. You get it burning out. 15. So, for those who are following along in the burpee challenge, you should notice your burpees getting a little bit easier at the beginning and a little bit harder at the end. That's because you're putting your muscles through endurance along with fast twitch muscles. So you're really doing a good blend of both. All right, a little bit of a stretch, nothing too severe, just a nice light quads. For most of you, your legs and your lats are probably what's gonna be hurting the most during this challenge. Your lats are the part right behind your arms. So, woo, all right. Good 15, we're gonna do 5. Again, quick arm stretch after those 5, and then we will have 70 remaining. Good set of 50. So, nice little deep squat and start twisting the arms. We'll talk it out for a second. So for those who are following along, great job. Many of you have been emailing me saying that this is kind of your favorite part of the day is watch the stock review and then do your burpees with Newsome. So I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you to say those things. And yeah, it's a fun challenge for sure. It's puts me out of my comfort zone big time. I'll share something with you. One of the things that's always, what's the word? Put me at unease or kind of made me uncomfortable was really my breathing. Sounds crazy, but I learned that a lot of people don't go to the gym or don't work out around others because they're uncomfortable having other people hear them breathe heavily or breathe out of, be out of breath, because they're like, oh, if I'm out of breath, that means that I'm unhealthy or I'm not fit, I'm not in good shape, whatever the case is. Folks, if you exercise, you're gonna breathe heavily, right? That's just exercising. It doesn't mean you're out of shape, right? You could be in the best shape in the world and be a loud breather. You're just gonna breathe loudly. So that was something I had to tell myself. If you're struggling with that, and that's one of the reasons you don't go to the gym, it's because you're self-conscious about how you look or how you breathe or how you run or how strong you are or how strong you're not, don't let that bother you. No one at the gym cares. Like I told you earlier, if you're at the gym, they respect what you're doing, okay? They respect you because you're working out, you're there, you're putting in the time and the energy. So you're going to breathe heavily. It's gonna be a challenge. Everyone breathes hard. Everyone smells bad when they sweat. So it's okay. If you're human, get the blood flowing, feel good, and let's knock out 7 sets of 10. Okay, that's all you have left, 7 sets. Now, if we have to end up breaking them into sets of 5, that's okay, but here we go. First set of 7. And then I'm gonna talk about the breathing that you should be working on for the next remaining of the month because it's only getting harder. Okay, so back down, talk to you guys. The breathing. The reason it's going to be very important to breathe the right way is to make sure you're getting a lot of oxygen, plenty of circulation so that you don't get cramps. Obviously, hydrating helps, but for those who don't work out very often, or if this is your first time really doing a challenge like this, be very proper on how you breathe. I'm gonna talk about how I do it. Maybe it's not the right way. I'm sure there's no perfect way, but it will help. Good breathing, good pace. good structure, nice little schedule. Do it the same way all the time, and it'll really make the workout better for you. And mentally, your brain will be okay. You'll get into a nice, what's referred to as a battle rhythm. You'll know what to do and you know why to do it. So, best way, in my opinion, is when you're on the bottom of the burpee in that push-up position, that's when you're breathing in, all right? And you're gonna breathe out on the jump. So you're gonna expel all your breath on the jump up, and you are going to, when you're on the bottom, be breathing in. And obviously, I guess it's kind of important to be counting during this whole time. So your count is when you breathe out, right? Count, breathe out. So on the bottom, you're getting your breath, you're expelling it when you jump, back to the bottom, and you're recovering. So my quads are on fire. We're gonna push. We have 6 more sets of 10. Now on this one, I'm not gonna have any music. Maybe you hear me do the breathing, maybe not, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna breathe in on the bottom, out on the way up. And I'll count out loud. So yeah, we'll turn the music off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So again, there we go. The exciting thing is we've done 40. We only have 50 more. That's it. 5 more sets of 10. So it's gonna be all about the breathing. Obviously that'll make it easier for you if you breathe well. It won't be as difficult. So after the next set, we're gonna do another stretch. We're gonna stretch our quads, and we're gonna stretch our hamstrings, which are the back of the legs. I've been told by a lot of people that stretching is usually better after you've warmed up. Now, I'm not a physician, not a doctor, I'm not even a workout expert by any means, but it makes sense, right? Once the blood's flowing, you're not stretching that cold, rusty old muscle. Just after it's warmed up a little bit, all right? Sorry, I forgot to keep moving. Gotta keep moving in between your breaks. So as some of you have noticed, we're doing about 1 minute break or so in between each set of burpees. So again, most of you should be able to at least do this pace. It's not a hard pace, it's not intense. I'm doing it that way so I can speak. If I do 30-second breaks or 10-second breaks, I'm gonna be so out of breath that I can't speak, but it's okay. Water, let's do some quick water. Put my water over here, there we go. Best of my high quality H2O. All right. I'll move the camera a bit, hold on. Sorry. All right, there we go. Woo, 50 more. 50 more, 5 more sets of 10. Breathe in on the bottom, out on the top. Nice. 4 more sets. So hamstring, left leg out, right leg back, then forward. Really put that hip flexor in, stretch it out. Try to touch those toes. Stretch out that left hamstring. Really try to put your chest on your knee if you can. I cannot. My hamstrings are my least flexible part of my body, by far. And my chest is my weakest part of my body. So that's just me. We will all be a little different. All right. Okay, like it take 10 seconds. Legs nice and far apart. Touch the floor if you can. So really we're just stretching those hamstrings. All right, a little bit of a twist. We have 4 more sets of 10. We can do this. We're making great time. So far we've been at 13 minutes. That includes me talking, the intro, all that stuff. My goal is to keep it under 30 minutes long, up to 100. So I think with the next 15 minutes, I can easily get 4 sets of 10 done. But that's kind of my personal goal, is when I get up to 100, keep it below 30 minutes. After that, if I can go all the way to 150 and keep it below 30 minutes, that's like my stretch goal. That's like, wow, I'm really impressed. Very, very happy. All right, set of 10, and then we'll have 30 left. Here we go. Three left. We got this. Okay, feeling really good. Man, this is exciting. I'm gonna take a time, just in case he's watching. Shout outs to Jason Smith, who's doing a great job with his burpee challenge. Justin Linderman, can you keep it up, buddy? I know he's doing really well. Mikey and Rick, who's on the cruise. Jasmine, Andrew, Foster, Taryn. I'm sure there's a lot of you others doing this, but I haven't seen videos of it or pictures afterwards. Also shout out to Justin Jeffrey, who finished 2nd in his age group on Spartan race. Beautifully, man, really well done, because Spartan races, personal experience, are not easy. Okay, how much we got? 15, oh, we're crushing this. We are dominating. I'm gonna start at 20 seconds. Small sip of water. Okay, do the, whatever this is called. Stretch those lats. Here we go. 10 more. I'm not gonna sit down. Just gonna stretch. All right, that was really good. Great job, guys. I'm gonna admit, I lost my breathing track there. That will happen, okay? I got off my flow, off my battle rhythm, forgot my counts at one point. It's gonna occur, that's totally fine. But the good news, my friends, we only have 2 more sets and we will have done 90 burpees today. This is a Friday. So we've almost, yeah, I can't do the math right off the top of my head, but we're really close to 300 from Monday to Friday. We probably are over it. Let's see, 70, 75, 145, 80. Yeah, we're above 300, almost 4. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Ah, these quads are burning. 2 more sets. Here we go. So again, this is the breathing part that I'm uncomfortable with. I'm breathing loudly, but I feel good. Even though I'm breathing loudly, I'm ready to go. Here we go. Here. Don't stop moving. Do not sit down. Do not rest. Do not quit. Never surrender. Okay. Now I'm doing all 10. The next set, I might break for 1 or 2 seconds in between these ending burpees. But we're 19 minutes in with talking. I feel really happy about my progress. Okay, now again, don't feel uncomfortable doing these workouts. If it's taking longer than you expect, that's okay. Just get it done. Don't give up, don't quit. It's all right to breathe heavily. It's all right to sound like you're out of breath. It's okay to be out of breath. It's all right to be struggling, screaming, not being able to do it. Doesn't matter. Are you doing it? Last set of 10. Here we go. Woo! We got like a mat malfunction. All right, I'm just gonna move over a little bit. I'm at 4, 6 more. Yes, yes, stretch it out. I can barely stand on one leg. Get the stretch in. Nice pull. My friends, I'm really happy with my workout today. Less than 20 minutes total. So that whole recording right now was like 21 minutes. I'm really happy about that. Okay, some lats. Hug yourself. So after this, I'm going upstairs, taking a shower, and then coming back downstairs. I'm trading with Brad from 12 to 2, and then working on a few videos, working on a few emails, Finance Friday, and then we're off to a poker game. Fans, family, followers, that was intense, but we did it. 90 burpees, phenomenal. Tomorrow's Saturday, Sunday's the big 100. Next Monday, you're gonna see me do 105. Can we handle it? Together, we can. I'll see you guys later. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.